Oh, it's heartbreaking. What's going on? It's your boy Sintel with the Intel, and we are getting ready to start season 4 of For All Mankind. This has like been one of my sleeper hits. I've absolutely loved it. I know it's one of those quiet favorites. It's a really small group of us that actually watch this show, and I didn't even know season 4 was out. I was just completely surprised. I saw it on my timeline and I was like, oh, I gotta hurry up and get to reviewing it. We're coming off of the cusp of everybody having their Mars experience. A whole lot of stuff went down, some betrayals, some deaths. So I have no idea where they're going. This is one of those projects where it's like one of those fake history events. And the last time we left, I think we were like in the 2000s. No, we were in the 90s going to Mars. So now that we're gonna be into 2000s, I have no idea what the next space race is going to be, but it doesn't matter. Without any further ado, let's get started.
Since the founding of our great nation, we saw the impossible and we made it possible.
Yeah, she came out the closet. There was all kinds of stuff going down.
Antitrust lawsuit brought by Exxon, Shell, and Halliburton.
Of course they're going to be on the moon.
Officially beginning her second term. Republican president is the first openly gay person to hold power.
A Republican president that's gay.
Survivors of the mission have safely made it back to Earth.
Oh, okay. All right, made it back.
First man on Mars.
First man on Mars.
Celebrating his return.
North Korea, go figure.
Mars after his capsule
Lunar
crash
suite
landed on the
awaits.
Martian
The first hotel has opened on the moon.
Mariners Jordan, wow.
Stevens testified against the defendant.
Jordan playing baseball.
Stevens struck a plea bargain agreement with
The
prosecutors.
ABC comedy Ellen has been renewed for
Ellen got 6 seasons.
Inclusion Act,
Look at this.
legalizing same-sex marriage. A very
Mars Babies turns 3. Oh my gosh, we're catching up like this.
fabrication on Mars will enable Happy Valley Base to manufacture aluminum from materials found on the Martian
Up
surface.
the successor to the Concorde and the aircraft.
Ah, he got pinched, Weinstein. Okay.
The autobiography written by CEO Eli Hobson describes how he saved Chrysler by leaning into the boom in electric vehicles.
Look at this. JFK, moon worker strike. Oh my gosh.
Earth orbit today after clocks aboard
So much is happening.
International Spaceport reset.
Hey, Castaway still made it. Life after Helios. Robotics company.
The Wilson Coalition.
In a tightly contested election, Al Gore has defeated George Bush.
Al Gore won? Yeah.
Those we once thought of as our enemies
Happy
have
Valley.
become our friends, and a new era of peace and prosperity.
Yeah, for now. Until this drama kick off. Wow, look how much it's grown. Like, don't get it twisted. Just a couple of seasons ago, Russians was pulling in kick doors and waving pistols on the moon. happy they was able to work it out.
Ranger 1, Happy Valley Actual, sit rep.
Happy Valley Ranger 1, holding at 200 meters from XF.
Is that? Look at you still alive, my guy.
You it is.
Oh, Edward.
Status board shows all green. No flags.
All green. Zakharova, we're good to go out here.
Yo, his life has been crazy.
A-team's report, stage and checklist complete. Kuznetsov's ready to go.
They're doing a pretty good job aging him.
I'm surprised it still fits in his helmet.
How we doing out there, Grigory?
Most beautiful thing.
Hey, look at him.
That the only reason it's you out there and not me is because of those 2 goddamn queens you drew.
Yes, but by now you must be used to coming in second, Edward.
Oh.
Go, no-go flight rule check is complete. You are go for EV-1 departure. Good luck, Colonel.
Oh, we're gonna start mining asteroids now, huh? I mean, that makes sense, right? Because of all the rare metals.
Wearing a suit manufactured by private company. This is the fruit of our Mars alliance.
Yo, where's Margot? I need to see Margot.
Today, along with our partners in Moscow, Helios, as well as the rest of the M7 nations.
Hey!
Today we embrace the 21st century,
Look
the
at you.
beginning of a new era. And none of it would have been possible without all of you.
And Margot. We're not gonna talk about Margot? Okay.
Even you, Dan. Well, Miss Hughes, I suppose Linaire and I should get out of your way and let you get back to work.
Thank you, Administrator Hobson.
Administrator Hobson. Hobson was like, yo, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna find my space.
Yeah, tracking pretty close, flight.
Thrust. Check on the D-spin thruster telemetry.
Copy, flight.
Hey.
Commencing separation from Ranger 1.
All right, what's about to happen? For those with OLED TVs, I know you are loving this inky black.
Relative lateral velocity is within limits. You are go to proceed with your approach.
Copy. Go to proceed.
I'm surprised the spacesuits still look alike. I figured they would have been upgraded to something a little more sleeker or something. I don't know. First on an asteroid. Hey, that is a big deal, though. You know, you land on any celestial body.
Со здоровьем у меня все хорошо. Мы нужно беспокоиться о Горбачеве.
Gorbachev.
Помеченный, думает, что он западник. Ему нужно следует обратить внимание на своим проблемам.
Если бы ты не забыл, насколько было плохо раньше.
How bad it used to be.
Я могу продавать больше одной газеты.
Доброе утро, Артем.
More than one paper to sell. That is true, because you know all that government was like, nah, you only going to hear one type of propaganda.
You can go look if you want.
See you later.
See you later.
See you, sir.
Oh, they not on good terms, huh? Okay. Oh, Helios.
Going to the moon?
Says they're looking for guys just like us, with offshore rig experience.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, Cal says it's a couple months training, and it's 4 months on. Be just like me working on a platform.
Except for there's no oxygen.
Well, not with all those wrinkles, you can't.
That's it.
Just take it off. I'll get the iron.
Hey, there we go. She's going to help the team out.
Your room is waiting for you. Alex is really excited. Alex, want to say hi to Poppy? Yeah. Hi, Poppy.
Hey, look how big he got. She gets it, though.
Coming back this time, Dad, so I can send Alexi's mom back to Omsk.
Gonna attempt still the cable. Assisted anchor install. Inserting the anchor.
I'm surprised it even has that much gravity, if we're being truthful.
Cross element Echo 42 is nearly complete. 2 more bolts and we'll move on to Echo 43.
Proceeding with power connector 03.
They do a good job of showing off the beauty.
Green light. We have conduit.
Here goes with the PGT. Torquing bolt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns.
Massy, huh? Okay.
I bet it feels so fucking great flying around free like that.
Screw free. I prefer being hooked to something nice and soft.
He gets the glory, and we do all the work.
Yeah, he can have all the glory he wants, as long as we get our bonus.
Well, we won't get shit if we don't finish this fucking thing.
I wonder how or who they, the advisors that they had in order to come up with some of the concepts, like that drilling platform, well, I'm assuming is a drilling platform for that asteroid.
Copy that, Team 2. Winch ops in work.
That was you not too long ago. Okay.
Houston Ranger 1, we have an update on the RCS thruster. Stand by for data downlink.
I'm surprised they still cool, because since he went and got the FBI last season, I think that's the same dude. That is the same dude, yeah.
Activating ion transport engines at 20% power levels and commencing transport of asteroid XF Kronos into Mars orbit.
Oh, they're pushing it.
Ranger 1, Happy Valley. How's the acceleration profile looking?
Commander Peters, accel curve right down the middle. All nominal.
Woo-wee. See if those bolts hold.
Afternoon. I had an interview with...
Fill out the application form and bring it back to the desk. Thanks.
But you've got drilling experience, so you should be all right.
So you're a guy who knows his way around a rig. You two are Derek hands on the Bruce 2 platform, that right?
Yes, sir.
See? That's what's important.
FSU, huh? Go Knowles.
Right. Yeah, that's right. FSU. Yeah.
Oh, you lied.
Sure, I'm sorry, Miles, but there's really nothing I can do to move you up the list at this point.
Hey, man, but you're in consideration. You never know.
It is a bigger commitment. 2-year tour minimum. A lot of folks don't want to go up that long. But that's why the upside's bigger, too.
Mm.
All systems nominal.
Vibration within tolerances.
Cables all within stress margins.
Uh-oh. Yeah. We knew something was gonna pop.
Cable tension warning.
Getting a high side RCS thruster firing rate warning.
I'm seeing the same RCS propellant quantities of.
That bad boy's about to pop.
Cable tension warning. Cable tension warning.
Y'all about to get some whiplash. That bad boy's about to pop.
It's coming loose.
Prepare for emergency disconnect procedure.
Yep. But you know what? I mean, I'm sitting here like, come on, man. But we need this juicy, these problems, right? That's why the show is good.
Get your ass back inside.
Nah, you ain't gonna make it back, my guy.
Everyone is to remain in the ship until we assess the situation.
Товарищ командир, плохая связь. Я вас не понимаю.
Peter's told us to stand down. We're not trained for this kind of shit.
If we don't get that asteroid back to Mars, we don't get our bonus. You know I need the money.
Here, I thought you were a hero.
Yeah, you ain't making it either, my guy.
I'm going to reactivate winch number 4 and restore the cable tension. You do the same with winch number 2.
Copy.
Oh, hell no.
No trust is flexing. Ranger 1, we have structural failure of the truss. Parker, get away from there.
He ain't finna, that's about to be, that's about to be a wrap for you.
Parker! Parker, move! Parker, watch out! Move out of the way!
Got him.
Grigory, Parker, do you read? What's your status?
Deceased.
Cutting this fucking rock loose once Kuz is back aboard. Chummy, assist me with emergency suit donning and egress now.
What are you doing?
I'm going out there. Take my seat.
No, you're not.
He gotta be a hero though, come on. Oh, he leaking air too.
There's a hole in my suit. My O2 is nearly gone. You must do what needs to be done before everyone is lost.
Let it go, man.
Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, my friend.
It's heartbreaking. Now you have had a rough career.
Ranger 1 approaching altitude control failure.
Give me numbers, people.
Critical maneuverability.
Ranger 1 switching to secondary feed.
Come on, girl, get on it.
Aleda, thrust. Upload a sequential diagnostic to Ranger 1. We need to make sure that each thruster is undamaged.
Come on, keep your head in the game.
Where are you going? Aleda. Aleda.
She's having a panic attack, man.
So you're gonna put this into the room next one. And then all we have to
Oh, the Easy Bake Oven. Easy Bake is still around.
The joint M7 mission to haul an asteroid to Mars has gone tragically wrong, and Russian hero Grigory Kuznetsov and one other man have been killed.
And one other man. They even have the dude's name.
Questions are already being asked about how this tragic turn of events could have happened. We're getting conflicting reports from inside NASA.
Man.
Glasnost, чем я могу вам помочь?
Здравствуйте, это опять Margaret Reynolds. Я пытаюсь
Margaret Reynolds.
с директором Катичей.
She still got that country in her though.
Я не понимаю, почему я не могу с ней поговорить.
Она вам перезвонит, когда сможет. Спасибо.
She got a Russian accent. She speaks Russian with a southern accent. I wonder how long that took to learn. Knowing her, she probably has a design in her head that can get that asteroid on track.
Don't go, Miles.
It's gonna be okay. I promise.
Ooh, Miles, is gonna be crazy for you. Coming up, it's gonna be a juicy season for you.
getting back together.
Yeah.
She's not available.
Oh, you speak English?
And French, German, and Italian. Would you like to see my credentials? It has been almost 10 years since you ran NASA. Most of the technology of that day is obsolete. So what exactly do you think you can provide?
She got that brilliant mind.
I've grounded any further asteroid missions until the Mars Commission releases a report, and they're supposedly sending up a new commander to get things back on track.
Oh.
He promised he would come back very soon, okay?
Промис. Сколько можно обещать, что хорошего от его промисов? 98-й, 99-й.
98, 99.
I'm done holding my tongue about that man. He's a selfish man.
Molly Cobb. All right, Molly, you got it named after you.
Thank you so much for coming in on such short notice. I couldn't be more honored. Please, come in. Come in. I mean, could you ever have guessed when you first came to NASA that you would end up being the first American to set foot on Mars?
First American.
All I remember is landing on my ass.
Untold resources into building out Happy Valley for this asteroid mining program, and they expect a return on that investment. And now with the accident and...
So he's kind of like the Lee Iacocca of this universe.
You know how things work up there. You know the pitfalls. And they'll all listen to you. Especially Ed Baldwin.
Anybody.
He has been XO up there a long time, set in his ways, you might say.
I hear you, Eli. I really do.
Oh, you gonna take that job.
Something must have changed.
Kuz was my friend.
And no backseat DJing, huh?
Fine. Sick of Howard Stern.
What'd I just say?
Howard Stern. Yeah, he was hot in 1998. Well, 2001.
Later. Let's work.
And Aleda she's beat up right now mentally. She gonna have to quit and join the private sector or something. That could be kind of dope. Water under the bridge kind of thing. Oh, and that's where the season ended last when she opened up the curtains and looked out. I remember that moment. You got to get back to the States, girl. At McDonald's? I think it was. Little taste of America. Oh, who that lady beside her?
Они с севера.
Yep, spy. Yep.
Прилетают сюда зимовать.
Я их не виню.
Их называют снегири.
Northern bullfinches.
They're patient birds. They know they have to wait for the thaw before the flowers bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know each other?
I know you. But soon it will be spring. You must be patient. Like our friends here.
And I'm out. Just drop a little nugget. Keep it moving. Come on, Margot. We need that big, beautiful brain of yours back. Simple. That look like an American phone number too. Yeah. Only 10 digits. That's like an American number.
Come here. Okay.
What?
Oh.
William Joseph Tyler?
William Tyler, huh?
And I heard you've been kicking ass over here at Astronaut Affairs.
Keeping tabs on me, huh?
I'm just making sure my tutelage paid off.
My tutelage.
Heading back up there again after everything that happened with Danny in the end.
Mm.
Through the shining gate where the angels wait.
It took me a second to figure out who Will was. He was the other.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, they're not cosmonaut, astronaut. that caused the kerfuffle came out and people didn't know what to do with themselves. I can't lie. A part of me forgot what happens to Danny, but that's what the internet's for. I'll look it up.
We are go for a plasma drive start and transport injection.
Yeah, man, it's about to be a tight situation for you and all of us. We're off for another. That was Molly up there. We're off for another season. That lineage is crazy. Smoking a joint? White paper?
But it can't back me up. See, brother.
I remember, was it like season 1 when they were sneaking in smokes? That's going to be tough. Edwin Baldwin might be a problem. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sintel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. He might not have like any like real way to connect back to humanity anymore, you know? He's been so consumed, you know, season upon season about getting the job done. And now, you know, he's dealing with more loss. He just got done losing, you know, his friend to the asteroid. I think Edward Baldwin might probably be the most interesting character this season coming up. Yeah. Well, we got in a new guy, the guy from Louisiana who was the offshore driller. We don't know anything about him, but I am happy to see a whole new character kind of like come into this bad boy and see what they bring to it. Miles Dale, I think that's his name. I'm over here looking at my IMDb page. Let's see, we got a new character with Eli Hobson. At first, for a hot second, I thought he was the old guy that worked for NASA and then went on over to Helion and was using was gonna snitch on Margot. I can't think of his name, but that's not. He's a whole other thing. So I guess he's playing like a Lee Iacocca kind of role where Lee Iacocca like brought Ford back from the dead and then made it like a, you know, profitable company again. So I guess I'm gonna tell that story, but with NASA, because they're about to close, well, potentially could close the whole program down. So he's kind of a new character as well. Let's see what else. I forgot what happened to Danny. Yeah, it'll come back to me. Let's see who else we did. We did lose Kuz, which, you know, I'm not mad at that. He wasn't like a super big character in the last season, but you know, he was big enough that he was still memorable. Let's see, Danielle Poole's coming back. Yeah, her and how she, you know, gets Edward Baldwin back on track. I think that those two elements, because apparently they must have had beef because he was grieving again, you know, yet again because of the death of the bombing. You know what else is going to be interesting too is Margot, because that big beautiful brain of hers, but she's gonna have to like defect again back to the home country. I don't know. There's here's something that's interesting too, and that is who's listed in the credits as far as IMDb, but we did not see, and that's Dev Ayesa, who was the head of the independent contractor that went out to Mars. It'll come to me in a second. And I think he may have something to do with bringing Margot back over as well. I don't know how that works. Of course, I'm just wearing my aluminum foil hat. We did see Will Tyler back. He was the astronaut who came out after he landed on Mars, and then it ended up being this whole thing with the politics on Earth. With we got a chance to see Ellen Wilson. I didn't really see her outside of in the very beginning when they were talking about when they're showing time pass and everything, because now Al Gore is the new president. Let's see what else is going on. The whole asteroid thing. I was wondering where they could possibly take the story, right? Because they're already on Mars, and they take like these big, huge leaps and jumps, which made sense in the first 3 seasons. Because imagine you know, if there was the space race to get to the moon, what that would have done for NASA, and how all the time, attention, and focus would have been pushed to the next big thing, which would have been Mars, and then, you know, all of that, you know, so all of that kind of makes sense. So you have to be like real conservative with the jumps that you're going to take now. Them landing on an asteroid, it's right on par, actually. You know I said earlier that probably one of the big leaps would be like, what if they found like evidence of life like on the asteroid or something like that? But then that would kind of like take this show into like a whole different kind of like feel, right? It would be a whole different thing. We'd be moving into like the Expanse kind of territory when you're dealing with pseudoscience. This is not pseudoscience, at least not 100%. It's like, you know, maybe like 5% pseudoscience, because we're talking about stuff that we're not doing. But it's still grounded very much so in a comfortable reality. So I'm glad they didn't take that leap. At least so far they haven't. Keep the asteroid conversation going, because that's actually a real conversation that is being had right now regarding like the mining of asteroids and using those resources in order to, you know, to exploit and make tons of money. So you do need to add a whole new character in, and that's, you know, while we kind of have Miles in there, who's going to be like the equivalent of a space miner, you know. So instead of being on a drill in the middle of the ocean drilling for oil, you know, he'll probably be on this asteroid. Well, I think he's on Mars, heading to Mars right now. I'm probably gonna have to deal with some of this asteroid kind of stuff. So that kind of like works into the game plan of the trajectory of where we're going. The quality is still solid, you know, all the way through. But once again, I always fall back to The Expanse because of just the quality of the show, the quality of the book. In case you haven't read the books, they're absolutely amazing as well. But the quality regarding like how space looks and feels. The only thing that kind of threw me off a little bit was that there was a considerably more gravity on the asteroid that I would have expected. You know, you need like a really massive celestial body in order to have the kind of gravity that you can just kind of like stick to. But that's me nitpicking. This is I absolutely know that I'm nitpicking the hell out of this. It's not enough to kind of like take you out of the moment. I am wondering what they're going to do with Ed Baldwin's daughter Kelly. I'm wondering what they're going to do with her, because she's still on the ground. You know, the only thing I can think of that can make her viable is if, you know, Baldwin has to come back to Earth, and then he tries to establish some kind of relationship with his family, and then him trying to get back in touch with humanity. That doesn't really seem too appealing. But then again, you know, maybe the story is going to be told in a way that we don't see coming. Yeah, I guess that, you know, we're back. This episode wasn't like, you know, head over heels, action packed and with crazy big reveals. It was kind of subtle. That's the thing about this show, just in general. It takes its time with the pacing. It's nothing over the top. It's not laser shooting anywhere. It's not alien invasions or anything like that. It's just for those that have a good fondness for realistic science fiction or pseudo history kind of stuff. It just kind of goes like beat by beat. I know the bigger stuff will come a little bit later, and I'm here totally for that. But for now, I'm just happy to just see it back, right? It's like seeing an old friend that you haven't seen in a real long time. And you're like, oh my God, you know, you give some dap, you know, show some love. And then when you sit at the bar and have a couple of drinks, then you start getting into the nitty gritty of it. That's how I kind of feel with this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I got right, what I got wrong, and the phone one is what I missed. I think I missed a lot of names as well. You have to keep in mind, I wasn't expecting the show to pop back up, and I didn't really get a really good recap. I was so excited I just jumped right in. So I got to get some of these names and stuff right. But let me know what some of your theories are, and are you happy to see it back as well? Thank y'all so much. If you just enjoying the conversation, you know, go ahead and hit that, you know, subscription button, and of course give me that thumbs up, because that's how other people know you're digging what we're giving you. That being said, I'll catch you next episode. All right, y'all, peace.